What's up, guys? Welcome to Pokemon Debates here on Team Ying Yang Zing. So today, I'll explain this a little bit, mostly because I think I'm a little bit more articulate. We're going to do a best and worst champion debate. Now, here's how we're going to do it. It's 3 categories, and it can be 3 different people for all 3 categories. So, for best, we are looking for the best design, followed by the best team, and the best story. And we'll explain why. So there's 3 champions in the first one for best. So we get to pick our favorite champion per design, our favorite champion's team, and our favorite champion's story. And then the same categories for the worst. So we're going to have potentially 6 completely different people. We could have all the same on the same thing. I don't know.
We're going to go with a dice roll to see who starts this one off.
Go ahead. I'm going to go evens. Oh, yeah!
There we go.
All right. So my favorite design, and that's where we're going to start, is on design. I'm going to say is actually Steven Stone. I love that slick design. God, it's so nice. Steven has just, design-wise, is elegant. He looks like a businessman. He looks educated. He seems educated. I love Steven. Steven's one of my favorite champions, obviously. And his design is a big part of that.
So design-wise for champion with me, wow. You're not going to like this one.
Probably not.
Cynthia.
Such a cop-out. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. This is a kid's thing.
No.
Chicken nana is all
I felt like Cynthia had...
She did. She had an elegant design.
She had
I'll be honest.
really good design. I don't know what else to say about her. She was well made. I
can't argue with it. She's got a very elegant design. Cynthia is probably my second or third. Like, all 3 of these people are, for me, the top echelon of champions.
And it kind of shows that since I'm a big Sinnoh fan,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Champion of Sinnoh.
So I'm not going to argue with you on Cynthia. Let's go to our favorite champions. Do you want to do team or story next?
Let's do team.
Okay. My favorite team. This is so easy because it's such a good team. It's got so much synergy. It's very powerful. It's got defense. It's Cynthia's. I mean, Cynthia's team is just... It's... Bam.
Let's talk about, Cynthia's team in the games. Awesome.
That's what we're talking about here. It's just a game. It's not the show. It's just the games.
Awesome.
Like, even when you battle her in black and white in the resort, she's got an Electros. Like, stop it. Stop having such good Pokemon. She's so good. Like, her team is just amazing. I can't even... I don't have... There is no other choice. It's got to be Cynthia. Her team is the best.
I mean... Her Garchomp.
Alone.
Oh.
When it came out, it was banned to Ubers by Smogon because it's that powerful.
And then she ends up with a Mega Garchomp.
That's not as good. That's
but
disappointing.
Still.
Yeah, she could have gotten a Mega Lucario. That would have been cooler. But then she's got a Lucario. She's got a Togekiss. She's got Gastrodon, a Milito...
She has 3 pseudo legendaries on the team. A Togekiss.
Togekiss isn't a pseudo. The only one she's got is Garchomp.
I would consider Lucario pseudo legendary too.
It's not.
Jeez.
Like, she's got a hell of a team. Roserade, it's so powerful. I love Cynthia's team.
Okay, so we're going to go to my favorite team now. It's not Cynthia.
It's blue.
No, it's not blue.
Okay. Don't say Diantha. Okay. Okay. I'm a lot happier now.
I like Professor Kukui's team.
Alright, I can respect that.
Loved it. It's been a minute since I played Black and White, or X and Y. So I got a
Sun and Moon.
Or Sun and Moon. God.
So he's got
This
the
is
starter
a
that you
long
didn't choose, this one that's strong against you. He's got Snorlax. He's got Alolan Ninetales. He's got
He has a Gliscon.
Magnezone. No.
No.
A Lycanroc and something else. I can't remember the last one. He's got a pretty solid team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's
I
I feel like it was well synergized.
It wasn't.
I felt like it
A
was.
fighting type pretty much wrecks it.
True.
I mean, just Heracross almost runs rampant on his team, depending on what your starter is. So, for me, I disagree with that. I feel like it's Cynthia or bust. Like, Cynthia is the standard bearer for what a champion should be, and she took that mantle from Blue. Like, that's just how it feels to me, because Blue was a hell of a champion.
Yeah.
His team was synergized. It was built to be synergized. It makes perfect sense. High level, like...
I mean, it's been forever since I played, red, blue, and yellow and stuff, so I'm not... Blue was a really good champion, but I feel like Kukui still kind of beats it out.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. Kukui was kind of like... I feel like Hao was the better one of the two. I do.
I cannot deal with Hao. I don't know what it is about Hao.
No,
I can't.
He sounds like a crazy person.
I can't.
Constantly happy. It scares
I
me.
can't do it.
So let's go to story. I'm sure this won't surprise you. Alder is my favorite story.
I'll have to admit, the black and white story. Was it black and white Alder?
Black and white, yeah.
Black and white Alder was awesome.
Now, by no means is he the strongest champion.
Mm-mm.
None. He's got 3 bug types on his team. You bring in a rock move and you're going to kill him.
Rock and fighting.
I love the story to Alder. He wasn't champion because he was the best trainer. He was chosen by the Elite Four to be their champion. He travels around the continent, teaching trainers the art of battle and inspiring people to become trainers into battle. He's out there standing up for what he likes, and it fits into the story, and he's very interactive throughout he's great. I love Alder's story.
For a champion, though, I felt like he was the most compassionate one out of all the champions.
He was the most passionate one, probably, too.
Yeah.
I love Alder. He's so fiery. I love Alder.
Just sticking with Alder, his team was, like you said, his team was easily taken out.
Oh, yeah. No, he's got a garbage team.
A rock and a fighting type would easily take
Probably
out
one
team.
of the 3 worst teams.
Yeah.
But he's such a cool character. And by no means, even with that kind of a weak team, it's a lot of damage output. You gotta be careful. You gotta be smart. I love Alder. I'm a big Gen 5 fan, but Alder's story was great.
So we'll go to mine. So mine really doesn't play through the games. I know this is supposed to be through the games.
It's got to be through the game. What's your favorite story via the game?
Steven
Stone.
Steven Stone.
All right.
Was my favorite story.
Why Steven? Give me a reason. With Alder, I explain myself. Because I know people are going to be like, God, how can you like Steven? Look at Cynthia. Blah, blah, blah.
Well,
I have a legitimate reason here. I love Alder.
It's between... I'm tied. It's Steven and it's Alder. I love the whole... Steven is, the business guy. He's an explorer. He's wanting to find things to better the lives of Pokemon and humans alike.
Yeah, and he's
I love that.
It's cool. I don't disagree that Steven's a cool story, but I wouldn't even consider him the 3 best stories. Blue is my second.
Blue really doesn't have a story though.
He got there to be better than you. That's such a that to me is cool, and you battle him a lot, and you see that progression and that growth and the character develop and change throughout the story. It's great. To me, Blue is awesome. Alder is better. And Hao was in that same boat in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I don't like Hao's character, but
that's all he does in the game.
Just want to kick him.
But Steven, man, I don't know.
Okay.
I just feel like his story was a good nostalgic story.
Okay.
Steven was the champion when we first started really understanding the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
So, it could have been. Is Red's not considered a champion at all? Is he?
No, he's not one of the champions. 'Cause
Okay.
that's you. Red is you.
Red. Okay.
It's like gold is you.
Okay, but yeah, that's my pick. So we're gonna go on to the worst.
Okay, you want to start with the design on this one, or you want me to do it?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Diantha.
The worst design
Yeah.
of like the 12 champions we have to choose from.
Oh no, no,
You choose.
no.
Like, she's gonna make this list, I'm sure, somewhere, but
Okay. Iris. I do not like Iris's design.
all right.
It's
I don't know why it doesn't compute with me, but all right.
just don't. I feel like they could have done so much more with Iris.
She's a plain country girl. Like, it's
She comes from the village of dragons.
yeah, it's not a high tech village, or it's not supposed to be.
It could have been so much more with her. I'm not all for a kid champion, kind of like
I love it.
you have to like.
She was a gym leader and she got promoted to champion. That's awesome.
I would rather have Drake be champion than over her.
Mm-mm.
I love that.
No.
I love Drake.
Negative.
But I mean, she came from one of my favorite gens, but just looking at her, she just looks boring.
What
What about you, bud?
Kukui.
Why?
I don't like Kukui's design. Put a friggin' shirt on. Look like a professional.
Well, I mean,
I get that he's from Hawaii, but put a shirt on. It's a kid's game. Nobody wants to see your nips, man.
Kukui and Olivia really need to probably.
They need to
zip it
pork
up.
out their issues, too. Like, they need to clean it up. Man, Kukui's married. He needs to stop flirting with Olivia.
Poor.
Like,
Poor.
I
Kukui.
have no problem with Kukui the character. I have a lot of problem with his design. I just don't like his design. He looks like an idiot. I'm some random buffoon. How you doing?
I think if they more tailored him to like a surfer type of deal that wanted, yes,
Put him in a sleeveless jacket and like a sleeveless shirt or
A tank top.
something. Anything is better than. I don't want his nipples hanging out. I don't want it for a female character. I don't want it for a male character. It doesn't work. It's a kid's game. Like, I know this sounds really like cop-outy, but I hate his design.
I thought his design was kind of cool for the game because the game they wanted you to feel like it was from the islands, and I mean Kukui really represents an islander.
No, Hal represents an islander. He's got those big parachute shorts, and he looks comfortable. Like he's running around in the breezy air, ready to swim.
Okay, let's go on to teams.
I feel like we're gonna agree on this one.
Lance.
We disagree on this one.
I feel like Lance had the worst team. I'm sorry.
Really, his glitch Dragonites didn't do it for you?
No.
And a Charizard?
No.
And the Gyarados?
No.
Or Aerodactyl, whichever one you have.
I feel like a champion should have a synergized team. Lance did not have a synergized team.
Well, I hear where you're coming from, but he had 3 pseudo freaking legendaries that had 2 weaknesses at the time, neither one of which you couldn't even get. Like, you couldn't fight it. Because he had a drag. The earliest you can get a Dratini is just south of Blackthorn City, and a little fishing patch in the middle of the route, so you can't get it until the very, after the 8th gym. Fighting him, you're going to be fighting him with a Dragonair at best. Or you're going to be using a Piloswine or a Dugong. If you get lucky, you'll have an Ice type, but he's going to outspeed it, and one of them has Thunder Punch.
I don't know. I just felt like Lance's team was just... It just didn't do it for me.
He gave me struggles when I was a kid because I don't, it was hard to beat it.
I mean, he gave me struggles, but... It just didn't go.
I'll call him back.
What about yours, bud?
So for me, it's Diantha.
Really? I thought Diantha actually had a decently solid team. I mean, she had the Mega Gardevoir. She had...
Okay. Mega Gardevoir is her one redeeming team member.
What else did she have?
Exactly.
It's been forever.
She had a Hawlucha.
Hawlucha's pretty good.
It's decent. Okay. Then she had Aurorus. Punch it, and it breaks.
Yeah.
Tyrantrum.
Awesome.
Again.
I love Tyrant.
Yeah, but you hit it with a special move, and it's dead.
Yeah.
She didn't have anything to like challenging. It was a thrown together team. Look at all these Generation 6 Pokemon. Look at how fast Hawlucha is. Look how mediocre everything else is.
I disagree with you there. I thought she had a pretty decent team.
It was not very well synergized. She had 2 rock types. She had the fossils, a Hawlucha, which a gym leader had. So she didn't even have any real originality in her team. She didn't have Goodra.
Which I feel like they should have put Goodra
She
on.
might have had Goodra.
No.
I don't know. No, she didn't have Goodra. But like
No, because if they were gonna make Pokemon X, Y, if they were gonna make Z, Goodra was gonna be on her team. I've seen something about that she was gonna have a completely revamped team.
well, that would be good because her team sucked. It was the least entertaining battle I've ever had against the champion.
I liked it.
Battling Blue was a battle. It was fun. Battling Lance was a challenge. I had a good time. Battling Steven was no, it's not Diantha. I completely forgot about this guy, Wallace. It's all fucking water types. All of it. I completely
Wait. When was Wallace?
Emerald.
Oh, wasn't he the gym leader in Ruby and Sapphire though?
Yep.
Who
was a champion.
Who took over his gym?
Juan.
Was it still ice?
Water.
Water.
I forgot about Wallace completely. Don't hate me, but his team was fucking horrible.
Mine too.
He had a Milotic. That was the strongest thing he had. Everything else sucked.
So we both revamped ours. Wallace definitely
I
takes the cake on this.
I hated it. It was so bad, I forgot he was a champion.
It's still the 8th. It was the 8th gym too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like almost exactly the same team.
You could go in there with like half the level Pokemon
It was easy.
and
it was
just
boring.
knock it out.
So let's go to story. The worst story.
Hit it, bud.
Okay, so I hated Wallace's team, obviously, but I don't hate his story. He takes over for his friend. He was reluctant to be the story for Wallace is fantastic.
But they gave him a bad team.
How was a revamp? Kukui was fun. Trying to think what story did I hate? I don't think I hated really any of their stories.
What about Cynthia? Cynthia's story wasn't... They really didn't push on her story very much.
No, not really. I would say story-wise, like, she's a cool character, but, like, why is she champion? Why was it her aspiration? How did she earn it? I'd say it's probably Cynthia.
Right. Who was the champion for Silver and Gold? Gold and Silver.
Lance.
Lance.
Lance was gold and silver. And crystal. And heart gold is also.
I can't remember if they really went into depth of why Lance was a champion.
He took over because Red stepped down and then got lost in the mountains. So they needed a champion, and Lance was the one that took up the mantle, recreating the Elite Four with Lorelei's brother William.
Oh, yeah.
And then Koga got promoted. Bruno got promoted to the third person, and then they got Karen. She's a very Karen person with her friggin' dark team, which wasn't really dark. It was an Umbreon and a Houndoom and a Gengar. Cool team. It was fun.
I don't know, because with a lot
Lance's story, though, was he was originally the champion, and then Blue beat him. Like, it was the Elite Four, and you beat all 4 of them to become the champion. Well, Lance was the champion because they didn't have a champion. Blue beat him, took it. Blue lost to Red. Blue became the gym leader of Viridian City. And then Red left, so Lance took it back over.
I don't know. With all these champions, I felt like all their stories are actually kind of good. I mean, they all
Cynthia doesn't have one, really.
Yeah, but besides Cynthia...
And I know that there's going to be a lot of hate on me. How can you hate Cynthia's story? Well, she doesn't really fucking have one. She just is the champion, and she's just kind of walking around like a raging bitch.
Yeah.
Studying the time and space. And alternate space. There's not really a story there.
It would have to be Cynthia then. I mean, there's, like you said, there's a lack story there. I mean, look, with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they could have brought her back, and she'd been studying the Ultra Space since Sinnoh.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. So, Cynthia, I guess, is both of our options. So that is Pokemon debates. A lot of disagreements. So for best design, I put Steven, he put Cynthia. For team, I put Cynthia, he put Kukui. For story, I had Alder and he had Steven. For worst design, I had Kukui and he had Iris. And then for team and story, we had the same. Team was Wallace and story was Cynthia. Mm-hmm. Wallace had a great story. Steven had a great story. He was actually champion because Wallace didn't want it. So he had earned it. Earned the right because Wallace didn't want it. So Wallace stepped down and stay gym leader for some woman, I guess. Mm-hmm. The story's in the game. And then, it's great. It's such a good story. It's so fun. And then Wallace ended up taking it over because Steven wanted to step down. He wanted to do more research and work. So he stepped down and Wallace stepped up.
And to be quite honest, without Steven's research and everything within the stories, we wouldn't have Mega Pokemon.
We might. I mean, I don't know. But it was a lot of fun. I like these Pokemon debates. I think that we're going to try and structure them differently so they're not almost 30 minutes every goddamn time.
But like always, guys, remember to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about these debate videos. Remember, these are debate videos. These are our opinion. They are no way supposed to be the best.
When we do a debate, I'm going to change the intro to warning. Personal opinions are implied. If you don't like it, get the stick out of your butt.
But yeah. Yeah.
My teeth look blue.
But we will see you guys next time on Pokemon Wednesdays. Bye, guys.